Hi, I'm Phyllis. My website is southernfrugal.com. Today we're going to make some almond bonbons. And this is really for Christmas because they can easily be frozen. So we're making them way ahead. So we're going to start out with some almond flour. We're just going to add a little confectionery sugar, some little whipping cream, a little bit of butter, some almond flavoring, and we are going to be ready. So this part is kind of hard, but I'm going to show you how to do it. So we need 3 cups of almond flour. So that's 1, 2, and 3. All right, now to the almond flour, we're going to add 1½ cups of confectioner's sugar. Just even it off with my thumb there. So that's 1 cup, and then we want another ½ cup. So now we're going to mix that together. And by the way, this is going to have protein in it, which is great. Let me just read on it. Well, 2 tablespoons of the almond flour equals 3 grams of protein. Let's see if you can see it right there. So this is going to be a good candy, except for the sugar, of course. So there's no baking involved whatsoever with this, just 0. So to this, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of softened butter. And I'm going to soften that a little more by putting it in the microwave. Hold on a second. Hey y'all, I wanted to do this little quick video in the middle of making these little bonbons to tell you that the ingredients for this will be listed right down below in the Show More section. So what I added was 3 cups of almond flour, 1½ cups of confectioner's sugar, 2 tablespoons of softened butter, 1/4 cup of whipping cream plus 1 tablespoon, and 1½ teaspoons of almond extract. And what you do is just mix it all together. You'll have to use your hands. Mix it all together until it forms a big ball, kind of like a pie crust thing that you would be using. I've got my ears in because I'm listening to the video. But anyway, I'll list this down below, and you'll see the success and the failure of what I was doing here. All right, we'll see y'all next time. Alright, somewhere in the mixing my camera cut off, and I'm not sure where until I actually upload this and have a look at it. But anyway, we've got our ingredients all mixed. I did add the extra tablespoon of the whipping cream, and we formed it into one large ball. And I did try it out, and it did not make a ball, and that's why I added the extra tablespoon of whipping cream. So now what we want to do is take off an amount about the size of a ping pong ball, really. And you want to roll it up. Now see how this time it rolls up really nice. We're going to place that on some parchment paper right over there. All right. So again, about the size of a ping pong ball, and just put it in the palm of your hand and just keep rolling. Now any little black specks that you see in there are part of the shell, or part of the little coating that's on, or the little, I don't know what you call it. When you blanch them, the little dark brown part of the almond comes off, but you always get some of the little itty bitty flakes there. All right. Yeah, my camera just cut off. And so I think it might be the battery. And of course I've had it for years using the same battery. So anyway, I plugged it up and it's working fine now. All right, there's a little ball. There we go. Just kind of just roll it around and around in the palm of your hand and make a little ball like that. And we're going to leave them, after we get through rolling all these, we will put these in the refrigerator to just get them a little firmer. All right, we'll be back when I get all these rolled. Now, if you want your little bonbons to all be exactly the same size, you can use one of these little melon scoops. That'll work. You want to make sure that you get it kind of mashed down in there. And then just roll them. Now, why do I not use that? Because I want people to know that they're homemade. So if they're different sizes, they're going to look homemade. Not a whole lot of difference in the size, but some will tell you that they're homemade and not made by a machine. All right, we're still working on these, but I did want to tell you about the little melon scoop. That'll work. But again, I like mine different sizes, so when people go to have one of these and they look at them, they'll say, "Oh, are these homemade?" And then you can say, "Yes, they are." All right, y'all, we'll be back when I get through rolling all of these. All right, I've got them all rolled now. Now, I wanted to mention this. If you use the scoop now to get the right amount, you're still going to have to roll them in the palm of your hand. Now, see how greasy my palms are and some of that comes off? And I want to just show you something. So rolling, and you need to adjust the pressure on it. So if you roll too hard, they kind of come apart like that. And so what you need to do is press them together and just keep rolling and lighten up the pressure on them like that. And then just shape them so they're a little ball. All right, let me just count these. Let's see what we got here. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of 4 each. That's 28, 29, 30, 31. Let me double check though. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29, 30. I don't really count very good, do I? All right, so there's 4 in this row. All right, so 4 in each row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 4 and 7 is 28, 29, 30, 31. That's what it made. So now I'm going to put these in the bottom of the refrigerator and just let them cool slightly, and then we're going to put a topping or a covering over them, and we'll wait and let y'all see what that'll be. So hold on, we'll be back in about an hour, maybe even 30 minutes. All right, we are back, and it's been several hours now because we went ahead and had our main meal of the day. So these have been in the refrigerator for, I don't know, about 3 hours really. Let me show you, they're really, now I did not cover them when I put them in the refrigerator because I want them to dry out a little bit. But they're really good and firm, so now we're ready to make the coating. And what we're going to do is melt this is a 11.5 ounce bag of Nestle's milk chocolate. Now if you want to use a dark chocolate, that would work too. But what we're going to do that's different, other than just melting them, and by the way, the directions for melting them are right on the bottom of the back, giving you instructions. So we're going to put them in the microwave on high for about 45 seconds, and we're going to stir them and see if that's all we need. But I'm going to put in the equivalent of about 1/2 teaspoon of Crisco, and that's going to make it a little bit easier to coat the little almond balls. All right, y'all, we're going to go get these all melted, and I'll show you how we do it. We'll be back. All right, we are back, and in my oven, or excuse me, my microwave, took 45 seconds, then I stirred them, and then it took 2 more 15-minute segments. So remember, we've got about 1/2 teaspoon of Crisco in here, and I'm going to just put in just 3 or 4 drops of vanilla, just because. Might be about 4 drops. Mix that up. And so now we're ready to start coating our little almond balls. Alright, so what you do is take a toothpick and stick it in. I usually just stick it in the top and then just dip it in. Use the spoon to kind of coat it over a little bit. Actually, this needs to go in the microwave again. Yeah, because it's way too much on there. Way too much. Alright. Let's go back in the microwave for just about maybe 10 or 15 more seconds. Alright, this is not working as well as it worked the last time I made these, so I'm not sure what the problem is, because I have definitely heated it up again. And it's just way too thick. Do not know what the problem is. These are not pretty at all. See, I should be able to dip these in and it just roll off a little bit. And now the mistake might have been adding that extra vanilla. I'm not sure. But it's definitely got way too much chocolate on them. Might be a little smoother now. I'm going to put a couple of them in there, 3 of them, and just go ahead and cover them up. See how that works. Yeah, the last time I did these, I actually did them, instead of using the chocolate chips, I actually used a Hershey's candy bar, and that actually worked a lot better. A lot better. Alright, let's see if we can take this one out. Because see, that chocolate should be runny enough that it's dripping off. There's what they look like. Alright, let's see if we can do this. I really don't know what the problem is. Maybe some of y'all can help me out here. Because the chocolate is not runny enough, and I've already put it in the microwave more than the directions called for. And they don't look as pretty as the ones I made before. Oh wait, I will show you one that has been in the freezer. That's what it looks like. What will happen when they're in the freezer is some of that cocoa butter will come to the surface, kind of look that little light color, but then once you take them out and let them thaw out, then they still look good. Isn't that pretty? Now this was using the Hershey candy bars, so I do not know what the problem is with these little morsels here. Why it's doing like that. I mean, because it's just way too much chocolate. Alright, we're going to try one more time in the microwave and see if we can't get this chocolate to work out right. We'll be back. Alright, we are back, and I actually ended up adding some water to this, and I also added a couple of tablespoons of the clear corn syrup. I mean, I've never had them do this way before, but we're going to go with it now. It's still kind of lumpy, but we're going to see, because I mean, this is like way too thick on the little balls. I want it much thinner than this. So we dip them in, cover them up. And then you should be able to dip them out and let it drip off there. But see, it is so thick, I just can't even believe that. I mean, I'm going to call this a failure. I know they'll still taste good, but this is ridiculous. Try this one. See how it's way too much chocolate on there. Of course, some people would love that, all the chocolate. That one turned out pretty good. Let's see about this one. See how thick that is? And I actually added water to it and the corn syrup, and it's still too thick. Anyway, I'm going to post this video anyway, even though this looks like a real failure to me. Alright y'all, I'm ready to melt some white chocolate and see if we can't work with these. We'll be back. Alright, we are back with what looks like a total failure to me. I am so disgusted with this. I'd like to take the whole business and throw it in the garbage, but I'm not going to do that. So what I ended up doing is actually adding a little water to the chocolate little morsels, and that seemed to help, but now I'm not sure they're even going to get hard. So the first ones I did are not even hard yet. So let me show you what they look like. Now they don't really look bad, but this is one that I did a week or so ago. You see how pretty shaped it is? The chocolate is hard on it. And I even froze it, and of course now it's thawed out. And these are coconut. So, well, what to do with these? I mean, I think I'll need to leave them sitting out during the night and let them dry out a little bit. But let me move you closer to show you how really bad they look. Can y'all see them? As compared to this one. See how nice it is, and the chocolate ran down, made a little skirt kind of around it like that. That's the way these are supposed to look. Anyway, I looked on the back of the Toll House chocolate morsels, and it says that the expiration date is in February 2018. Can y'all see that? That might have been my problem, which kind of makes me sick, okay? But Mr. Bucky says he can eat them this way. He'll have no problem. But that wasn't why I made them for us. I was planning something else for Christmas to do with these because I knew they would freeze well. So what we're going to do now, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to melt some real white chocolate, and we're going to see if that will work on these. So we're going to be back, and I know this is a long video, but we're going to make a success somehow or other out of this. We'll be back. Alright, we got the white chocolate all melted, and it looks like it's doing fine. So I'm going to have to work really fast and see if I can get these coated. Now, I do love the white chocolate, and this is actually white chocolate. It's got cocoa butter in it. Alright, now that should run off some. Alright, that one did good. Let's see if we can do another one real fast. Yeah, this one's working. I think the problem was the, see, that's the way it's supposed to do, run off like that, not clump all up. Yeah, these are working, y'all. These are working. Get it real fast before this gets cold. Yeah, and I love the, whoops. I do love the white chocolate better. Much better, in fact. Alright, it's going well. Let's go on and put about 4 of them in at one time. I know this is going to be a long video. But we're going to get it right. Yeah, it's getting a little bit hard now. Let's see if I can get these really quick. Oops, I broke that one. I'm going to use it anyway. Yeah, it's definitely getting hard. Yeah, the ones I did last week turned out perfect. So what is the lesson here? The lesson is to check the expiration date even on chocolate morsels. That's the lesson here. And that lesson is mainly to me. So what I'm doing now is just covering up the little hole where the toothpick went in. All right, these look right. These look right. See? Perfect. Get those off there. I don't think we're going to have enough of this white chocolate. Just trying to see if I had even any butterscotch. And I don't think I have any more little morsels of any kind. Another one, perfect. Just let it slide off that little toothpick. Well, we might have enough, maybe. Enough to do at least 2 more. All right. That one's perfect too. Now this is what the chocolate should have looked like. Yeah, so the date, I'm just shocked with this again because I bought these not long ago. February 2018, Best Buy date. Yeah, big mistake there. All right, let's see if I've got enough to get at least 1 more of these. Maybe even 2 more. Yeah, see, this has stayed pliable after being melted in the microwave. And to start with, I thought, okay, maybe I should have melted this in a double boil, or maybe that's what I was doing wrong. But I don't think that was it at all. All right, there's another one. Perfect again. Now you need to leave these sitting out on the counter. You're just not on your kitchen counter overnight. Don't cover them up or anything. And they will get, oh, these are perfect, y'all. Absolutely perfect. All right, let's see if we can get 1 more out of this. Yeah, I love these, and of course Mr. Bucky likes them even better than I do. So, yeah, so there's a lesson for us all, I guess. Check the date even on chocolate morsels. I mean, I've never even thought of doing that in the past. Never even once occurred to me. But it does now. All right, now I just might be able to get enough to do this last one. Let's see if we can. Now see how this white chocolate has definitely stayed pliable all the way to the end. And that's the way the chocolate chips should do. Now I don't make the chocolate cherries anymore because I know some of y'all remember I am highly allergic to cherries. And so I can't use the cherries myself. But the way I used to make them is what you do is take the maraschino cherries, you know, the kind in the little bottle, and you just wrap them up in a paper towel and get some of the moisture out of them. And then all you do is coat them with confectionery sugar. I mean, you don't even have to add anything to it. At least I don't remember ever adding anything to it. And then you let them sit till they kind of dry out, and you've got that coating of the confectionery sugar. And then you let them sit and dry out a little bit, maybe for a day, and then you dip them in the melted morsels, or actually using the Hershey's candy bars. You can use the milk chocolate or the regular. And then you let them sit up for about a week, and what happens is the moisture in the cherry is what makes that juice that you find in chocolate-covered cherries. All right, I think we had enough, almost. Almost. There we go. Let me put that one, let's see, right over here. Yeah, touch that one. All right, y'all. Oh, this is so good. I love that white chocolate. All right, so we got failure on one side and success on the other. So these that are, can y'all, let me move it so y'all can see. So the lighter color chocolate is almost hard now. This I added corn syrup to it and added a little water to it to make it pliable. And it is actually getting hard. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. Yeah, this one is hard. Look at that. I'm shocked. Anyway, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to pick the ugliest one I can find, and we're going to taste of it for y'all, because they are delicious, even though these chocolate ones are quite ugly, okay? In fact, why don't we do this one that was getting hard? Again, you want to leave them sitting out overnight on the counter. Don't cover them up or anything, because they need to dry out a little bit. All right, let me turn this up. And we're going to taste of this. There it is. They are delicious. But you see, that's way too much chocolate on it. I don't like it with that much chocolate on it. Now this is almond flour, and it doesn't have anything else added to it. It's just ground up blanched almonds. They are delicious. So anyway, there they are. I can't taste one of the rest of them because they're not hard yet, but I am very sure these will get hard. I'll cover up that little hole there where I had the toothpick. And these are what they're supposed to look like. Let me get that camera close up for y'all. Alright. I'm going to get it real close so y'all can see. Turn my light on even. There. Now see how pretty the white ones look with the white chocolate? That's the way they're supposed to look. Now look at those. Yeah, that one's got my fingerprint on it. Mash it over. Yeah, so the whole thing was the date. They were past date on February 2018. Can you believe that? I would have never in a million years thought to check the date on chocolate morsels, but that's what I should have done. Anyway, the white chocolate certainly turned out perfect. So there you have it. Don't make my mistake, y'all. Check the dates. All right, y'all, we will see you next time. Now, the flour, I'll just list the flour down below in this video. And you can also use the coconut, and I'm going to list that flour too. It works the same way exactly. All right, check that date on the chocolate morsels. And this would be why the Hershey's bar worked and the chocolate morsels didn't, because they were way too old. But they still taste good. All right, y'all, we'll see y'all next time. Bye for now.